see how this plays out. Panthers topping the group with 2 wins yesterday. Surabaya with 1 win, 1 defeat. Surabaya could do with a win to see them through to the knockout stages. Okay, first down. Nice throw. About 15 yards. Quarterback for Surabaya. 7. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
It's the first time I personally saw Samudra in action. Oh, Gaza. Actually, I call him Gaza. I think in 2022 we went to Georgia, traveled to Fernando. I was like, I've never seen this kind of talent before in Malaysia. This is great. Like, that was, I think, my first insight to the kind of fire talent that Indonesia has in this scene.
He did really well yesterday. 47 completions in 2 games. He's the only quarterback that has thrown the ball for them through their first 2 games. It's a third down. 7 yards to go. And the replay. Just got there. So that's a first down.
Definitely first down. What a snack.
Oh, yeah. What a crowd.
Trying to go for a D. Right there.
Went for it. Testing out the KL defense on that first drive. The turnover is too bad. Obviously, a very deep KL start, very deep. But I think they'll learn from that going forwards. The defense of KL Panthers are very good.
I like the fact that you mentioned that it wasn't that dangerous, or it was the kind of, like, it was relatively still safe. That's out of the water, like the basic defender in the back zone, everything. They're okay, they can see. It's only the game just started.
Yeah, and this first drive for both sides is very much a testing out on what defense the opposition are playing. But KL get the ball down. Double QB, there's a double QB play. Great run, he's got around the gap. Nice spear.
Every single time. Receiver David had so much fun on the field yesterday, Dave. I felt like, to be honest, I think everyone I spoke to, whoever was watching KL Panthers, is like, oh, the offense gave the only revolve around the street.
Oh yeah.
They gave so much chance, and then comes in our local talents, and that's why they just complemented every single offensive drive.
They play with a lot of freedom, a lot of creativity, a lot of fun. Good rushing, good blitzing on that play. Managed to get the ball out quickly, forced the ball for an incompletion.
Rusher from Surabaya, Yoel, number 17. I think he was the national team rusher for Indonesia for the recent IFL.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely a hard worker. Like, I follow him on Instagram, and I could say, like, every single time if you could post something that he was working on at 6 a.m.
Oh, it's crazy. And it's such a specialised position in top-level flag football.
He's the kind of player I think like takes so much pride in whatever he does, despite being a rusher. And because I don't know why, but like being a rusher, people still have this stereotype that the position is not as important. It's the first line of defense.
You give these quarterbacks time, they've got the quality to really go. Another completion there for about 15 yards on the second down. well in range now for KL Panthers.
Matthew, the one who just got the completion done for KL Panthers, like, is an absolute baller. Even in his own actual spots, but out of professional basketball.
Transferable skills.
Young talent, what else do you want?
Taking their time here, KL, they know that they can just use the clock. Ooh, okay, I like it.
Easy yards. Oh, is yeah, so easy as for the third down, so just getting themselves closer to the end zone.
A nice little chunk play, just break it down, they know they can do that.
I think Surabaya Soccer came walk into this game with the mentality that they want to learn so much going against these kind of opponents. Like, if Panthers didn't fly out these plays from US, we wouldn't have that much opportunity to use them. You could only see them on the screen. So players lining up with that, be able to have a lot of things to do and opponents as well.
So, Corey is very good in learning the bubble. Just keeping it to calm, really cool, I say. Taking his time. Step on the center, and it's just a roll in there. Corey. Touchdown KL.
What else do you want from that?
Blue smiles in the white.
It's a beautiful morning, and that's how KL Panthers started their game beautifully.
Oh,
To get their first touchdown.
6-0. I think Surabaya can take something away from that though. Kept them to using all their fall downs and that after getting easy yards in the first couple of plays. They're going for 2 here. Triple quarterback.
Look at that. And still an easy play.
It keeps the game alive, you know. With those 3, it gets the defense get dragged into areas where it creates so much space. Having the 3 players back as a cute quarterback as well means that defenders have to wait and give space downfield for receivers to beat on them.
A simplistic approach taken by what might be simple about it, but it was actually
So much.
process just to spread out the defense and making sure defense sticking to their assignment.
Yeah, exactly. So much to it. Okay, easy first yards there for Surabaya. First down. Well within range of first down as well here. So they might think about maybe trying again, but I think they might learn from that first drive and just try and take the yards on offer. Also, use the clock a little bit more. Because if you keep giving the KL Panthers the ball back really quickly,
Now they know
score.
definitely that's not going to be the game plan for Surabaya. I think in their first drive, what they tested out what you said, like tested out the depth of the water at the back zone, and they wouldn't go for that because the pace of the safety at the backfield, right and left, was there. He could deal with the rushers really well.
He did well to keep his eyes downfield there. He was under a lot of pressure, a lot of duress. But did well just to get the completion, keep the chains moving. Might only be another couple of yards, but I think they'll start to feel getting some rhythm going.
I mean, Panthers were being naughty by setting rush game as a rusher on the second drive as well.
Yeah, I'll be panicking.
But I also think, Dave, like the more scenarios you open yourself up to in games, the more mature as a player you're going to be. So this is a kind of tournament everybody wants to participate in.
Oh yeah, exactly. So third down, just short. I think they're going to complete it maybe a yard short.
Injuries to first down is always an advantage to the offensive team, in fact.
Yeah, I think it's a great opportunity for players to play with different people from around the world, and also, like you said, expose them to plays and situations that you just don't really come across too often. And losing is not necessarily a bad thing for long-term development. So, first down, Surabaya.
one thing that could relies from is Surabaya offensively. And I'm just going to tell you the context. Surabaya Satu came to MIFFC 2024 without their best receiver. They had Gaza has always been working with this one WR1, Azam, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
One of the best receivers in Indonesia for their national team, but he's not here.
Wow, okay.
So these are players that I think like some of them like played originally for Surabaya, and other players came from other local teams in Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. But good tell, it's 100% completion, 100% safe hands for every single receiver
really
out
good.
there for Gaza.
And I think, as you can see from this drive, they've definitely started to get a little bit of a rhythm going, just work their way down. And also looking at Surabaya, they have their league in Surabaya as well. Looking at yesterday, some teams called the Hippos and the Crocodiles. I like those names.
They have all these different kind of things out there, and they change
Yeah.
like the team every single time, which is you know.
It's such a big place. They're going for it. Okay,
No!
Oh, break. That's number 14.
They tested out. So if you could see right here, like in the first drive, they tested on the left side, and they had to deal with the Japanese KL Panthers, number 7. Now they exploited on the right side. On the back side. They were doing their reading all along.
And also with those first few plays, I think KL started to get a little bit tighter and like squeeze down on the offense a little bit, and then to flip it and go long again, a little bit to spun that corner, and great hands, great ball. Wasn't an easy pass. Extra point is no good.
I think a little trip on the receiver trying to complete this route.
Okay, I missed it. It happens though, it's so busy with, really sort of mesh style.
It's one thing. Yeah, it's one thing. I think like for a first year offensive player in the game, or if I were to reflect on myself, like we had to be textbook player first. Like you want to know how to complete your routes. To be honest, I'm still trying to understand how to run my routes even from my 4th year of league. But and then comes another layer of understanding. Oh, look at him making the run all the way.
So slippery.
It's not less than 10 yards for this guy after every single catch, I can say.
You can have 3 or 4 people around him and you'd still back him to get an extra 5 yards. Just so slippery. It's possible. Going by the name of Mark.
Breakfast, and I guess he's having his breakfast out on the field right there.
He's eating it up. Yards for breakfast.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You can keep that. Write that down, people. Okay, second down. I think they might go long here. Okay. Kept it safe. Surabaya though, to the coverage was good.
I think that's his second, like a bit of a faulty throw in this game. Could the ball
Quite possibly.
did it rain last night? The field looks amazing. 10 out of 10 conditions.
It's a nice 26 degrees. It's like 850. Nice. Okay, they're just taking the first down there.
That might have given Surabaya a little boost of confidence, knowing that, like, okay, they can take on the field.
Definitely, you can see that. KL Panthers would like to play some really funky plays, some really deep plays, and make it look good for TV. However, Surabaya, their coverage is not letting them get away so quickly. So we'll see how this pans out after this drive. But if Surabaya can stop them here, I think that would be very, very good.
Absolutely. I like the fact that you mentioned that, how people can perceive like losing or winning recognition. But I think like if you take yourself as a student of the game, like, these are the kind of scenarios you want to experience in a game. Like these kind of very playbook that like Surabaya or any other opponents out there that like, probably would never experience if they didn't go against this level of players?
And from a coaching perspective, learning from situations is very much more when things are messy, things are reactive. It starts to build pathways, it starts to understand things a lot better than very prescriptive, very structured things. Because in a game, as you can see with KL Panthers, it's quite fluid, very fluid. You look at this sort of play, lots can go wrong, but everyone seems to know what the positions are. So it's Disney trips. Happy watch the run.
He's gonna go for the yards.
Slip there, no, he's in for the tackle. Super slippery. Mr. Ice.
Just a
Isaiah
little deep at the
Devon
end towards the end
Chapman.
zone, kind of make it put icing on top.
The icing on top from Mr. Ice.
From a player's perspective, Dave, like these kind of feelings that you experience in a big tournament like this, and like you realize that you don't hold on to your fundamentals quite tightly and everything. Every single feeling that you're gonna feel on the field out there is the feeling that you're gonna bring home and remember and know that I don't want to experience that feeling ever again.
Exactly, and when it comes around next time, you feel confident. You start to think that I've been there before. It's all good,
Confidence comes from a lot of reps.
Yeah, lots of reps and being exposed to situations. So.
Point PAT right now. Oh no.
Lucky. Pitch to Taufi. Just a
It's
bit
the
behind.
ball. Is it the ball though? It's the third time. But we couldn't really get the throw, the releases right. The releases were not that probably because of the ball. I mean, I think that could only be the pace of the pressure.
See what Surabaya can do. Need to keep doing what they're doing.
Talking about the pace of rusher and the level of stress that the rusher imposed onto the field.
I mean,
We see this from both ends of the field right now. This is an exciting game to start off our Saturday morning.
there's going to be a lot of points here both ways, I think. But that safety is a real killer, I think, for Surabaya. They're only one score in it, and it's going to set them back a little bit. But it's only 2 points. They need to get through to half-time still within a couple of scores, I think. So KL take over again after the safety. 16-6. Run play to the edge. Defense there for Surabaya. 3 people. You have to be so careful, as they've already learned so far in this game. These runners are super slippery. They can work their way out of situations and you just they did well with this.
It's still a safe scoreline difference for Surabaya to catch up on in the first half. I think like both ends I feel like offense and defense have been fairly contested. A lot of weights. There is still a lot of windows for Surabaya to attack.
And I think they just need to hold on to that second drive from Surabaya. How they work their way down the field. Oh, it's gone deep. A chance.
It has to be
We
the
knew that
best
was coming.
young, not even the best young, the best talent in Asia right now. Well deserved. The best offensive player in the region, Raul Ghazali. What else would we expect from you? Not even a little drop, to be honest.
It was. As soon as that ball was up, you were confident of who was underneath it.
Save the deep threat,
Deep threat.
100% completion, nothing else.
And how the quarterback dodged the blitz there, kept it alive, gave Raul the time to get the distance and beat the safety. But once that ball was up, the safety was on.
What you were saying just now, like Surabaya should find an opportunity not to try and give the field to KL Panthers offensive team so much, because these are the things they could do. These are the things they could exploit them.
That's it, you know, even if you don't score on the drive, Surabaya, if you take away some of the clock as well and just disrupt the rhythm from KL, another great pass over the coverage into the corner.
I see grab
2 points is
at
good
the
again.
backbone. I honestly think that there's a fair level of respect Panthers gave to Surabaya offensive team, knowing that Gasa could be put on the field that much as well, because the kind of things that he could do to test out in the back zone. Like the deep threat that he could deliver in front. Receivers have safe hands, they could go for progression, and they could exploit left and right. So they just have to take out Surabaya offensive team.
This.
Yeah, as well. That's what they're trying to do.
So Surabaya have got the ball back. I think now it's a matter of getting the completions, working their way down. Good ball. On the run, can he get him on the edge?
Oh, a lot of yards.
Oh.
The amount of yards, Aldi. The jersey number 13 for Surabaya had to gain after completion.
Also a name of a famous European supermarket.
Oh, ALDI. I remember that was a supermarket that went to the past 1 year. I was in Europe.
Yeah, if we were in Europe and that's a cheap shop, check out this was not an endorsed.
Random fact by Dave in the morning.
Receiver in motion, into the slot, quick ball out, I like it.
Easy,
Yeah.
love on the second.
Second down, yeah, so
Was the first down? Yeah, it was the first down because Aldi ran all the way from
sure.
before the first down point. Now they have 3 more drives to the end zone, and they're like inches. I would say.
This is a well-constructed drive so far. They've kept it short, the ball's coming out super quick.
They know what they're doing, Dave. They know what they're doing.
They've learned. They've just got to look after themselves. They can't worry about the score. They've just got to keep going and try and take control of what they can.
Yeah, and they're testing out their playbook, what works against Panthers now too.
That's a 2-minute warning. Surabaya can punch it in here. I think the scoreline will look a lot more
Interesting
interesting.
for
Yeah.
to
I
watch,
think that's definitely the word. I
and
think.
for them as well to just get a grip of that
Yeah.
right. Just to probably end it before halftime.
Good. That's a good crash down from the defense
Same.
there.
That was the second down. Now they're like probably 10 yards away.
Yeah.
That's like 6, 7 yards.
It's hard to tell from there.
They should convert this. The percentage of them should be able to convert this should be up there.
And I think if they don't convert this, they'll be disappointed.
A bit of a waste because they already moved themselves to the end zone quite not easily, but quite decently. They should take this. What would happen the third down?
Oh, I think it
Drop that ball.
tough catch, but I think he would expect to catch that, especially against this defense, having an opportunity. I like how the quarterback used his eyes there to keep the safeties to one side.
He already left Tom
Yeah.
10 behind. It was on the game.
Yeah.
He only the hands had a little bit more grip out there.
His head was just trying to turn in to see where the end zone is, just so that ball was in the air, getting a bit excited. But
A lot of important things need to happen in the third down, so that was a bit of a pain, but like that's how they could maximize step.
this is it.
6 points. Will they go to Surabaya Satu? The play work.
That's done pretty well to be one of the best rushers in the world. And then the ball was a little bit behind
A
him.
little bit underturned, so like.
Oh no, I think he's had injuries.
I think he like landed on his finger
I think so.
or on his freeze.
Hopefully he's okay.
How to work around rush game.
Yeah, I think it can take a lot of heart from how he got around in that time. And you think now if KL Panthers score on this drive, then it's already a long way back for Surabaya, but
I still think maybe I'm just optimistic about opportunities that you could exploit. Like anything could happen in a football game, Dave. And it's only the first half. Like Panthers were already much informed the kind of things that Surabaya Satu could have done. It was more their receivers, their plays were. They knew how to exploit Panthers defense as well. In a way or another, there's always a window. Panthers are not gonna take this game in a light way. They're definitely gonna go for more. That's the kind of danger that we're gonna see in the second half.
this is it now.
If they could settle for the kind of yards we're talking about right now.
Oh yeah, it's
How many yards out there that has been completed by Taufik? Tell me, Dave.
well, that is a lot of yards. Plus Taufik understanding the game situation there, jumping out just before the first down. So they have 3 downs from a yard to get a yard. So expect this one to trouble the end zone. And Surabaya now, coverage-wise, are in a difficult situation. Do they try and stop the short yardage in the first down, or do they drop everyone and make sure they don't get beat deep?
The rusher needs to be tactical. I think they changed the rusher and no longer Yoel, number 17.
I really like how Corey in the huddle is calm, talking through plays for the receivers, getting information off the receivers as well, and making the most of the play clock.
I always believe quarterback has to be the commander of the game.
Oh yeah.
But it takes a lot of reps. And like again, we're saying that just now for a first year player in the game, that usually you a little bit more textbook players,
Yeah.
a lot of things. But once like you get the groove of the game and you know you need to take command of the mouth, it has to come from the quarterback first.
Oh yeah, he sets the tone.
He's the one who has the bird eye view. He's the one reading the defense. So like coming from receivers, they could tell what's happening on their side. Like, is there a mismatch on their side? Because they're the one gauging the pace of the defenders. And these are the kind of inputs that will be significant to quarterback for him to tailor his perspective, what works best in the next drive.
Yeah, they see the bigger picture. They've got eyes downfield. Shorzan's in, playing centre, the Barbarian. I think it's coming to him looking at the side.
What usually, like from a coaching perspective, how would you usually utilize the timeout?
I think depending on how the game is going, if you're on that 2 minute 2-minute drill style, and you think the quarterback is starting to rush it to the pressure. I think it's worth taking the time just to calm the situation and give them time to process. But in this situation, I think KL Panthers, when there's the change of personnel on offense,
it's a little bit high throw to barbecue chicken from Taufik that made him had to struggle a little bit more with the rusher.
Very high throw.
It could have been an easy one. It's alright. Excitement got into you and like these other things. It's okay. They're still safe. He was saying like I couldn't do much. I had to struggle with the height of the
If anything, they probably should have just ducked and let it go. Instinct is so key. It's half time.
I had a little chat with the coach of KL Panthers, like how's the team playing and learning from the plays that you brought in, and he's like the players are learning so much from Eric Sandra, and these are the kind of things. These are the kind of things that I think they would take back home.
Oh yeah.
And going back to the national setup, whatever that they could share, a lot of great takeaways from the game and all that. Halftime is here, Dave. What do you think the first half went down?
Well, I think it's an interesting half. I mean, KL Panthers, I think, as expected, look very lively, creative, deep threat, short threat on the run, very slippery. Surabaya, I think, can be pretty proud of, especially 2 of the 4 drives that they had. I think there's one bit safety, a bit. I think there's yards there and there's some points there in the second half for them. Always the issue is always going to be keeping KL Panthers. I think you'll start to see a change of personnel for Panthers. They've got such great depth and quality, so I wouldn't be surprised if rotations start to come in now, especially if they score on this first drive because they start with the ball in the second half. But we'll see.
What do you think KL Panthers are going to do in the second half right now? What's the best thing they want to achieve?
I think it's going to be down to like, change of personnel. I think they're going to mix up, utilise their depth and quality, and give people an opportunity that might not be playing so much in early parts of the game. So yeah, I think the creativity is still going to be there. I think the deep threat and some fun plays.
We haven't seen a change in terms of personnel on the offensive line right now. Not yet.
More score, I think.
Maybe because of the previous drive that
Sure, yeah,
could not be
didn't
properly
work out.
executed. I'm like, I'm gonna get you guys back on the field right now.
I think that's roughly the pass flag.
Referee, there's a flag on
I
the
think the
field.
whistle would be played. I think as the blitzer came in, I think the hand just caught Tory. I think as the ball to unrelease the ball.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit backs to domination of what
especially the bottles on the field. I repeat, players on the field and spectators on the bleachers, please make sure you clean up after yourself, especially if you're having food on the bleachers. There's rubbish bins and bags all around you. And for the teams in the tents, please make sure you clean up after yourself. Untuk semua penonton-penonton football, tolong pastikan anda membersihkan botol-botol dan makanan anda, dan tolong membersihkan botol-botol anda yang di atas field. Terima kasih.
Sorry, Dave. I was saying, like, there's a little backstory to the domination of quarterbacks in the Indonesian scene right now. Like, the QB of Surabaya has always been the QB1 all along, if I'm not mistaken. And right now, there's a rising star. Like, there's Indonesia sent 2 teams for this tournament. Another one for Bombshells Jakarta. And I think it's a healthy competition. These are the kind of competitions that everyone wants to see. So, Gasa is a senior, more experienced experienced quarterback, and there's one person challenging his spot right now.
Okay, and I think you always have to have succession planning and naturally give opportunities to people, even as much as you're very confident, very good. And if there's a higher quality, then the game will flow.
Definitely, if anything, like players in the scene are the ones benefiting from it. Things we love to see.
So good to see the Indonesian teams. I think they're saying that only
That was, yeah, I think that was not for Surabaya. This is the first time Surabaya came out from Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because I've only seen them once. Oh, look at that again. Easy 10 yards for Panthers every single time.
it was such a deep threat like KL Panthers, it's very hard to stop it. The defensive coverage just gets dragged so far shallow that underneath the coverage is just an easy to pick up. But I think for Surabaya, they would be more than happy just to keep KL Panthers to 10 yards and not get beaten.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? Because right now, because they're the kind of offensive team that could exploit the front side or the back side. Sure, if they stay safe,
Yeah.
their shot makers could exploit, and it's always the completion or yards after completion that we're talking about.
The centre, the pitch.
Was that the first drop that we see coming from KL Panthers?
I think it quite, as a forward pass, yes, it drops a couple backwards. They're so confident in yards after the catch game. They're happy to do this little short pass and understanding that the runners are so slippery and quick that little 2-yard pass can turn into 15, 20 yards quite easily.
That is true. And I'm interested to see how they can change up the tactical game coming from the rusher from Surabaya side. I think they know how to contain the quarterback in a certain way. Especially when they're playing double or triple quarterback. Right now they contain
a lot better
Taufik
coverage.
really well. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about containing. Taufik was contained in that spot. Exactly what they wanted to happen.
They know as soon as Taufik drops, the ball is 99% coming to him. So, and this just shows that Surabaya are learning. Through that first half, Taufik was getting a lot more space from the pitch.
We're talking about a smart team right here, going against Panthers, definitely.
This is, and again, this sort of offensive play, I'm sure Surabaya don't come up against super often, having a team that has
Exactly. So
three or
we're
four.
talking about the sense of adjustment and always reading things that need to be read in every single drive and translating onto your drive after.
And it's easy on the sideline saying the coach needs to do this, but the guys need to go out there.
That's yes. This is just gotta be they're trying to go for yards after completion every single time. Trying to keep playing safe as well because they know the problem players on Surabaya defense can go for a big. They're playing it safe.
Oh yeah.
They're playing it really smart.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing. Fourth down.
How many yards to the end zone?
8 yards.
We would see a potential change in Gaza's offensive team now that I think one player was taken out. And there might be another player. Oh, look at
Like the
him
spin.
trying to look for space.
Oh.
Go for Taufik.
This is really well played though by
Taufik's
Surabaya.
spotted. Lane number 43 got Taufik on the spot.
And
Knew exactly what Taufik was going to do.
And that's the first stop for Surabaya on defense. I think they've learnt a lot. The easy pitch to Taufik is now not an easy pitch.
That's a big stop, big play on the 4th down, not allowing Panthers to convert.
Fourth down and that big stop on the 3rd down, which just pushed them back an extra 5-6 yards. Really,
Wow.
yeah.
That's probably the biggest defensive play by Surabaya so far, I could say.
Now let's see if they can back it up on offense. Ball's coming out nicely. Okay. 13. Second down.
That would have contributed a big sense of confidence to Strawberries right now, knowing that the defense team stop big plays out there. Same spot. 100% completion on that spot. Moving themselves closer to first down.
I think they're starting to understand the coverage from KL and just
Take
playing
what's given.
Yeah, playing underneath it. Just take what's given.
I'm still confused about this whole stretching thing. I thought IFF only allows you to stretch beyond first down and in the end zone. And you can travel the field. But I see people doing it even in work, so I'm trying to understand. I need to check my Google.
I'm not sure how they distinctively
The stretch, anything before the first down or the end zone line, the stretch wouldn't count. Referee would still take it where you want. It doesn't give you an advantage. If anything, it makes it a little bit more dangerous for the offensive team to stretch because it could be an accident for you to stretch into the defense and you could be charged. This is third down. Easy, just trying to get beyond the line.
Again, nice little drive from Surabaya, just taking what's on offer, and before you know it, they've got a first down. You know, the whole playbook is still in operation here. They can chunk their way down.
Completion, Nagara one who dropped the big ball in the previous half just now. Recompensated himself, definitely.
Come back and take.
The ball was a little bit underthrown behind him and he still caught it, making sure not every single drive was wasted.
And he'll take a lot of confidence. I'm sure the drop in the end zone was playing with his mind a bit. So to make a grab like that. So this is coming up.
The catch was counted, moving themselves closer to the end zone in a safe way again. Just taking 7 to 10 yards every single time.
This has been a really strong phase of the game for Surabaya. The stop on defense, and now to back it up with a great offensive drive. They just need to put the cherry on top. Ooh, great hands.
Same spots 2 times in a row, Dave.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know.
That's right.
Take it until they start to change, and then go somewhere else. But I like what the quarterback's doing now. Just a little pump fake, which just gives the blitzer a little bit of hesitation and that extra 1 second to get the ball out, just to stop him at 100 miles an hour coming straight for him. Was that it?
Was it a touchdown?
I think so. There is still a yard to go here.
No, this is a third down, right?
Yeah, I
They're
think so.
inches to the end zone. I think probably that's a little
This
technical difficulty we're in.
technical difficulty. Someone's getting excited in the graphics box.
Reach it. Reach it!
Oh, nice. Oh, no.
Yeah, he's gonna get angrier right now.
Yeah, I know. I mean, the quarterback just did well to find anything. Oh, I think it was.
He got it in his body.
That's turnover.
Now he dropped hand catch and he dropped body catch. These are the kind of things that any receiver wouldn't want to experience.
I think the quarterback did so well there just to find something, a little jump.
He's rusher and all that.
The percentage chance of him scoring from there would have been very difficult.
If you guys are a little confused right now with the score line, it's actually 24-6. The touchdown was not converted, so it's still 24-6 actually for Surabaya. Now Panthers offensive line are on the field, and let's see if Surabaya start to defense could make a big stop again. They needed this.
They definitely needed it. I think
Still want to keep the scoreline relatively safe for.
Yeah. And it's just a shame Surabaya couldn't capitalise on that. Really, the strongest spell of the game for them. But if they can keep KL Panthers out here once more, I think the scoreline will look a lot more representative of how the game has been.
Raul, grab an easy throw to him, just straight out of field.
Temperature starting to creep up now.
They're gonna take their own sweet time on the field. Why would they want to allow Surabaya to come on the field again?
I think
For
Surabaya
their
starts to get a
offense.
bit frustrated. That, they had that really great spell, but now they're not seeing
Definitely.
not too much of the ball.
Is he gonna go for a run? Definitely. Easy, more than 10 yards. Gained by KL Panthers right here. A little cute celebration right there by Barbecue Chicken.
I think you get 6 points for a touchdown and 8 points for the dance after. I don't know.
Oh.
I'm not too sure.
I'll give him the points. I think that was his first run as well.
I think so. Yeah.
For this game at least. His first run of the day. We're gonna see a lot more runs from him probably.
And the dip is what made it. The dip for barbecue sauce. Here we go. Barbecue chicken.
He's out, and Taufik will be the QB1 for the PAT drive right here.
Yeah, I think now we'll start to see Taufik taking over a little bit more.
There's Abu QB right there. There's Matthew at the back.
QB.
Matthew throw it back to Taufik.
Nice run. Wow.
You want to be entertained, Dave? This is your entertainment.
Entertained. I think
I'm just not sure why Matthew looked confused as he was like,
Am
am
I
I
in?
in? Am I in? Am I out?
he did really well there. Again, it's just so difficult to defend the freedom of that play. I don't think there's much on a playbook. It's just go and find space and drag players where they don't like to be dragged. So. Nice.
Lovely yards for Surabaya Satu right here. Back in the middle space where this is coming from.
Yeah.
Ooh, Marky Ma is a rusher.
This is now where it starts to mix it up a little bit.
Easy. Oh, that's easy 10 yards.
Easy 10 yards, good coverage. I think just good play all round. Panthers defense will be very happy with that.
I love the fact that the way the quarterback scanned his front side and just switch to his back side and just go for his receiver right there because he knew exactly where the receiver was going to be.
Exactly where he was going to be, and the timing was great. I think he'll feel a little bit more confident with Mark blitzing over.
Again, it's the same thing.
Yeah. It's really difficult coverage.
It's just a very disciplined routine. Like switch your body to front. He knew exactly what was incorporated in the play that he called for his team. He knew who was going to be there. He knew who was the first, second, third, fourth read.
And you can really see the difference in approach between Surabaya and Panthers. How many weapons Panthers have on offense, whereas Surabaya are very much more a classical.
Yeah, conventional. They're playing the game conventionally. Yeah. I think what's given. And it works for them. Easy. Man.
Yeah.
Number 4 for Surabaya Satu. Yunan Fadila.
Nice hands.
A quick release always works for Surabaya Satu.
That ball's coming out really quick. Again, not much the defense can do about that.
Yep. Brenner with safe hands all day long.
And it just shows the possibility of Surabaya, how they're just easily able to work their way down the field, even against one of the best sides in the competition. I think they can take a lot away from that. It's just a matter of now coming away with points, unfortunately. That's the difficult
Definitely.
part.
I think they dropped 2 touchdowns in the end zone, I think, so far. So the score could have been different at this point.
Great spin.
Alfian.
Alfian, great turn. Unlucky.
From the center. Beautiful.
It was a tempter for the defense, and I think it was worth the chance to try and go and swat it.
Definitely.
Or
It was
intercept
literally
it.
a 50-50 right there, but Alfian just turned his body around.
And there was just enough zip on the ball for the quarterback to zip it in there.
They're always, if you realize that, there's always a consistency in terms of pushing themselves decently towards the end zone. It's just a matter of converting, it's just a matter of getting 6 points and grabbing those catches in the end zone right now. Will he be able? Oh no, I'm talking about. That's the third draw.
That's one of those. It's a difficult pass.
Would
but
have to see
against
the
this
replay if it
defense,
was heavily contested by Sean. Sean is always so disciplined with his assignment.
I think he got a little bit of separation there. I think he'd be disappointed at 2 hands on it. Nice feel on the ball.
That was definitely on him. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Like, the defense ain't got nothing on the receiver. He's a receiver against himself right now.
That was a great ball. Just the right amount of flight on it to get it over the coverage.
Just saying, that's like 18 possible points that Surabaya could have gained at this point. I'm sorry, I'm not like rubbing it in their face.
Oh, it's a grab. He's got it.
Bro.
He went up. How feet with the bomb. He couldn't even really
That's
see
Taufik and Raul combination.
Yeah, he knows where he is and just send it up. And
Grab it.
Did
What
well
a
to grab
player
it.
right here.
the defender actually did really well to get his hand and contest that, but for Raul to still come away with 2 strong hands on the ball.
It's so funny because look at Raul, such a sweet boy.
Yeah.
He's so unassuming, but he could be, when we talk about being a beast on the field, this is the kind of beast that I want to be.
Exactly.
Like, when I grow up, I want to be Raul Ghazali. Take this statement right now.
There's still time, Ellie. There's still time.
No, I'm like 31.
To now.
Every time I say I'm 31, my former coach will be like, oh, Vanita Crouch is 45. What are you going to do about that? Well, she's been playing since she was 7. I could only try.
This is it. But I think that's a crazy play. 2 defenders. I don't think they'll be playing, running that play in that coverage if it was a 0-0 or a tie, but I think now it's like to have a little bit more fun.
I just want everyone to know how Raul was discovered to play flag football. Like, so when I was with Juggernauts, we had our training session, and let's see what Tauf is going to do. I'm going to come back to that story later. It's such an interesting story to tell.
Oh, just short, I think. Oh, touchdown.
No way. 6 points to KL Panthers. Well deserved.
Definition of slippery running. So yeah, Ellie, what was the discovery of Raul from Judge
We
training?
were just training at a random field in Petaling Jaya. It's 20 minutes from this field right here. And Raul was randomly just came to us. I think he was just chilling with his friends on the field. Like him just, hey, what's this sports you guys are playing? Because I play rugby. Can I try catching this ball? Because American football is a bit different, right? So I'm like, okay, run some routes. I'm like, catch every single ball. And Taufik was like, do you want to come and train with us? And that's how the beautiful story of Asian MVP.
And I think that's definitely the way the future of flag football, you know, without a youth setup and without a pathway, it's talent identification and
Definitely.
transferable skills.
Talent identification is one thing. Oh, he's going for it. No.
Sam with the
way.
catch.
Yeah, no. But that's the kind of entertainment we want, but not for the defense to experience on their end. But for the spectators and for the neutrals, honey, that kind of entertainment all day long, please.
Did he get flagged? I don't think so.
Really? We'll see what the referee is gonna say about this. Oh, if that was not a sack, that could have been a bit. But what a play! What a sack by Surabaya.
Surabaya, I think
Was that a sack or was there a flaw that they had to Sorry guys, if you guys miss out on some beautiful and entertaining commentary by us because of the back noise. There's a little construction going on. We'll try to speak louder just to keep you guys entertained for this game.
even the cameraman lost where the ball had gone.
Oh, that was a little change on Panthers' offensive lineup. They put on Fauzan on the field, but that was.
I think he'll be disappointed with that one, but again,
I think he's the kind of player who's hungry to go for it again.
he'll bounce straight back, and you know he'll
Could have been his
smiling
big play,
way.
first drive in the end zone,
Oh,
but
it
that
would've been
didn't
nice.
happen. So we'll see what's going to happen after this.
Hopefully come back smiling and make up for it. I like that little pump fake, big hole in the middle, aggressive running.
Very. They just take what's given. They just penetrate straight into the middle space and just went for it. Inches to the first down, I think.
So sure, okay.
He was flagged right before that.
Let's see if Surabaya go for it. Spread formation here, so they're taking Wilson off a great grab.
We're talking about the same receiver, runner number 9, taking the middle space over and over again. That's what Surabaya has been doing. I'm trying, Dave, could you probably explain a bit, like why didn't Panthers defense shift to cover the middle, or maybe they just want Surabaya to go for that? Is
I
it
think
safest
so.
way to go against them?
I think they're always, especially when they're blitzing, there's always going to be one hole, and then as a defence, they're going to decide where that hole is going to be. Sometimes it's going to be in the middle, and sometimes it's going to be maybe out wide, or they might even slot a safety down. But I think Surabaya have done really well to exploit that, because it's not as easy as just getting the ball out fast. You see the way the quarterback
Definitely.
there is, that pump fake, which is just taking the defenders one way just to hold that little space in the middle.
That's probably a slant route coming from the wide and just go straight out.
Just slant, find the gap.
So he could go for the quick release as well.
And he's such an aggressive runner as well. Another good
Runner
drive
as a
from
runner, what a
Yeah.
name.
Yeah. I think his parents knew what he would turn into. Yeah, again, like this is another opportunity for Surabaya. So 2-minute warning. I think Surabaya definitely deserve an opportunity, some points for all of their good play. I think.
They will walk away from this game with so much pride, knowing
Yeah.
that they were there every single time, but also the kind of stronger.
Oh, great crowd.
Making themselves closer to the end zone inches.
Right, this is probably their best opportunity since they scored.
One
that
of their
first
best drive for their offense too in the game.
punch formation here on third down.
Way more seamless than any other opponents that have gone against Panthers so far. I think I only got to watch like one game yesterday for Panthers. Two actually. I watched all their games. I think this is like one of the most entertaining game.
Panthers haven't had it super easy, especially in the second half.
Definitely.
Surabaya have learnt a lot from that first half.
Definitely.
And obviously individual threats and deep threats are always going to be something that is really difficult to defend for Surabaya, but I think they can be really proud of this second half performance. And if it wasn't just for a couple of little opportunities missed in the end zone, this score would be quite different.
They're gonna go home thinking about all the what if, Dave. What if?
Which I think is an opportunity for development. I think that's how you have to spin it in their minds. Just
There's no any other way to look at it.
so hopefully. Oh, he's in.
It's
Touchdown, Surabaya.
Actual 6 points that Surabaya had to gain for themselves.
Richly deserved, I think.
It's about goddamn time.
It is about time. I was being a lot more generous, Ellie. I think they'll be very disappointed not to have more points, but
At this point, they just have to take what they're gonna get.
and like I say, the more time you're on the field is the less time that Panthers can go and score. So
If at a certain point of this game that they knew that they might not be able to catch up on the scoring difference, the only way for them to finish the game is to finish the game efficiently for
Yeah.
whatever they couldn't have done earlier.
And their heads haven't dropped. They've
Heads
carried
up.
on playing
Yeah.
very competitive football.
Easy.
A nice.
Easy grab again. 7 clean points for Surabaya Satu.
And if you take away some of the deep bombs and some missed flags and Surabaya from some run plays, and that's the game. That's a quick 2 minutes. It's gone very quickly. The ball was in play a lot. So yeah, final score: KL Panthers 36, Surabaya Satu 12, and I enjoyed that, Ellie.
I'm telling you
I
guys,
did enjoy
Panthers have so much respect
Oh, yeah.
playing against Surabaya Satu, and probably I don't even have to ask the players or the coach. I could safely assume for them that this might be their best opponents in the grouping stage for
I think
Panthers so
so.
far.
And I think if Surabaya, if KL Panthers come off the field against Surabaya and go, oh, that was a tough game, even though the points don't necessarily show
They
it,
won
I think
because of
that's
the drops
definitely-
as well.
Yeah. So I think Surabaya have got a lot to be proud of. KL Panthers will top the group now and go into the knockout rounds, which their opponents I think are yet to be decided. But
Yeah.
that will all work its way out. I think Panthers now will feel confident going through this tournament to the latter stages.
Yes. Actually, Dave, I just want to share a little something. Like,
Yeah.
I kind of do football analysis or commentary professionally for work, but 4 years of playing flag, this is my first game doing commentary for flag football. I kind of want to do this again. This is fun.
Well, Ellie, I know you're an experienced professional in the world of flag in the professional world, but it'd be great to see you do more in flag football.
This is so.
Everyone's sitting at home watching YouTube, getting the chance to have some professional clarification and experience to bring it to the game.
You guys you guys might hear a lot of me on the final day of the tournament tomorrow, commentating on a women's game. If I'm not playing, we'll see where my team ends up at.
Well, you hopefully will be playing, but if not, it'll be great to hear you.
Thank you, Dave. It's been such a pleasure.
Thank you, Ellie.
And great job, Panthers, and great job, Surabaya Satu. What
Awesome
a great
job,
game.
Guys. Continue on. See you later.
See you later.